Parents, family members, teachers, staff, administration, Board of Education members, and class of 2021 graduates to Spotswood High School's 44th commencement exercises. Graduation is a celebration of the cumulative achievements of our students. In a typical year, it is a joyous occasion, but in this year, even more so. I am proud of the resiliency of this class and thrilled that we can all be here together to honor this very special group. At this time, would you all please join our graduates and rise as senior class Vice President Lindsay Michaels salutes the flag.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, please remain standing as we listen to a recording of the Spotswood High School Band perform the national anthem under the direction of Ms. Carino Koza.
Please welcome Winter Schreck to the podium for her rendition of America the Beautiful.
Oh, beautiful for spacious skies, for amber waves of grain, for purple mountain majesties above the fruited plain. America, America, God sheds his grace on thee, and crown thy good with brotherhood from sea to shining sea.
Thank you, Winter. Will the Spotswood High School class of 2021 please be seated? Good evening, parents, distinguished faculty, staff, special guests, members of our Board of Education, and of course, welcome to the class of 2021. Because we are all friends here, I have a confession to make. Until this year, I had never seen Star Wars. Shameful, I know. Truthfully, in the Wizard Wars, I'm more of a Harry Potter gal, but this past school year, sick of nodding along and fake laughing when people talked about the films, and being totally lost whenever someone dropped a Death Star reference, I decided to do something about it. Armed with a Disney Plus subscription, and after careful consideration and advice about which one to start with, I can say that I successfully watched episodes 4, 5, and 6, the original Star Wars trilogy. Thank you. So, you see, I never watched them when I was a kid. My parents weren't super into movies in general, and I grew up in a house of girls, so there was more Sleeping Beauty than Stormtroopers. Waiting until the ripe old age of 41 to watch the films, I like to think that I had a broad, objective perspective. So, for example, I think Luke may be a little bit whiny in the first film, right? And Leia, a little bossy, if we're being honest. But as I pushed through the trilogy, it became clear to me why the films are beloved by so many. Many of you graduating have taken Cam's Myth class at some point in your high school career, and so you know that there are deep life lessons as Luke experiences what Cam and author Joseph Campbell call the hero's journey. And while you're not traveling to Tatooine, you are readying yourself to leave Spotswood High School, and these lessons could prove valuable on your travels. So, lesson number 1, find your own Rebel Alliance. I would argue that the Rebel Alliance is the perfect group of friends. A goody-goody like Luke, someone who is outspoken like Leia, one friend who is willing to break the rules like Han, the fiercely loyal Chewbacca, and a couple of droids who, let's face it, are really just primitive versions of Alexa or Siri. Together, their strengths complement one another. And in the friendships you've made in your time here, I hope that you can say that you have a Luke, a Leia, a Han, a Chewie, and a C-3PO. It can be hard to look for friendships outside of the ones that you make in early childhood. But as you venture out in your next steps, I urge you to be open to those new relationships. Your old friends will be here for you when you return, and those new experiences will enrich your long-standing friendships. Just know that you will make other friends in your life travels, but it is only a childhood friend that can answer the question, would I risk my life to help this person destroy a Death Star? With a resounding yes. Lesson number 2, be confident in the Force. When Luke's ship got caught in the swamp, Yoda instructed him to use the Force to get it out. When he focused, Luke was able to. But the moment he moved his eyes off the goal, the moment he doubted himself, the ship sank back into the water. Exhausted and defeated, Luke turned to Yoda, who was able to pull the ship out with no trouble. Yoda explained, that's why you couldn't do it. You didn't even believe it was possible. Now, I'm not saying that you should spend the rest of your life sitting around staring at objects, believing that you can make them move. And in fact, I would advise against this. But know that your confidence in your abilities combined with your willingness to keep learning and work hard more often defines the outcome of a challenge. The Force isn't much more than simply empowering and believing in yourself. We all have the Force inside of us to varying degrees, and with focus and determination, each of you has the ability to pull the ship out of the swamp. Lesson number 3, be like Darth Vader. In my mind, the most important lesson from Star Wars is that no person is wholly good or evil. We all have both parts inside of us, and we're pulled in various directions on that continuum throughout our lives. Rooted in fear and anger, the dark side isn't really evil, but it's definitely the easier road. The problem is that once we take a few steps down that path, it can be hard, if not impossible, to double back. Look at Darth Vader. For most of the trilogy, he is a faceless, masochistic, heavy breather. Not exactly the father figure one might want. Luke's gut, his force, tells him that Vader isn't all evil. And when Darth Vader sacrifices himself to save his son from certain death, this is proven true. I challenge you to see others through Luke's eyes and look hard for the positive. Rarely in life are people all good or all evil. We all operate somewhere in a shade of gray. When it begins to appear that someone might be truly awful, ask yourself whether that is who they are as a person or whether their attitude, like Vader's, is a function of their life experiences, their traumas, or their challenges. The thing is that we often expect second chances for ourselves, but are hesitant to bestow them upon others. If Star Wars teaches us something, it's that we all deserve a second chance, even Darth Vader. Earlier, I asked you to think back to your experience in Cam's myth class and the idea of the hero's journey. For those who somehow got out of Spotswood High School and didn't take the class, I'll sum it up for you. The protagonist, a typical flawed person, finds himself ready to depart on a journey, urged by a call for adventure. Once he accepts this quest, he is aided by someone with supernatural powers who prepares him and provides him with an artifact to aid him on his trip. In Star Wars, that mentor is Yoda. Take a moment this evening and just look around this gym, because these people are your Yodas. Whether it is a parent, a grandparent, a teacher, or a friend, the wisdom that they have shared with you over your 18 years on this earth or your 4 years in high school has prepared you for your journey. Armed with your artifact, a Spotswood High School diploma, it's now time for us to let you cross the threshold into your adventures. Like the hero's journey, on your travels, there will be trials, temptations, atonement, confrontation, and eventually achievement. The last phase of the hero's journey is the return home. The protagonist, having learned, struggled, and ultimately triumphed, returns home a changed person. So as you go out into this world, whether you are a Luke, a Leia, a Han, or even a Chewie, remember the last part of the story and don't forget to return home to Spotswood, Helmetta, Milltown, and to this gym where your hero's journey begins tonight. Thank you. Congratulations to the class of 2021, and may the force be with you. Please welcome to the stage our salutatorian, Allison Schulman.
Good evening, Superintendent Peabody, Superintendent Brown from Milltown, Principal Jablonski, Vice Principal Mastroserio, members of the Board of Education, faculty, friends, family, and students. Welcome to Spotswood High School's Class of 2021 graduation. Today marks the day we leave behind the structure of public school and venture out into the world. This is simultaneously freeing, yet terrifying. Throughout high school, we experienced many firsts. First job, first driving experience, first debit card, and first, and hopefully last, pandemic. Over these past 15 months, we have adapted to anything life has thrown at us. Within days of school being shut down, we seamlessly transitioned towards asynchronous learning in our junior year and began our senior year entirely on Zoom. Then, some of us physically attended school, while others, including myself, continued to virtually attend school. While I won't miss saying, "You're on mute," or "Your screen's not shared," rolling out of bed 5 minutes before class started and wearing pajama pants every day were definitely perks. Not having our final Spirit Week and senior traditions like the senior cruise and Dorney Park were not ideal. However, this year has shaped us into resilient young adults, and I think that deserves a round of applause. Now, I must admit, when I found out that I was salutatorian, it was as if I had won second place in a 4-year-long race. At the beginning of senior year, I was ranked third in the class, so I picked up the pace and I crossed the finish line seconds after the valedictorian. Working toward being at the top of the class has truly been the most gratifying experience of my life. The fact that it was difficult made it all the more rewarding. I hope that high school was rewarding for you as well, whether it be making the honor roll, competing in the GMCs, performing in the school play, playing an instrument in the band concerts, having your artwork featured in the art show, cultivating new friendships, or just something else that is fulfilling to you. I want to mention that I won the least change since freshman year superlative in the yearbook. While that is true about my physical appearance, yes, I'm still waiting for my glow up, that does not pertain to the way I think. Over the past 4 years, my perspective on life has evolved. I would like to share with you the lessons I learned along the way in hopes they will improve your lives too. For one thing, I learned that you will be judged no matter what you do. I used to care too much about how I was perceived by others. This contributed to my quiet demeanor. I can recall being teased for one reason, but another time being teased for the exact opposite reason. As a result, I realized that no matter what you do, people are gonna form a negative opinion about it, so you might as well just be yourself. Also, I realized it's okay to take a day off. I had perfect attendance, but at what cost? You do not need to feel guilty for feeling unproductive. Both your mental and physical health must be prioritized above everything else, because you can't have you without your health. Before I conclude my speech, I would be remiss if I did not thank the people that helped me get to where I am today. Firstly, I would like to thank all my teachers for answering my numerous questions before and after school, whenever I was confused during a lesson, whether it be an elaborate geometric proof, a complicated physics problem, or a complex derivative. Furthermore, I must thank my parents, Wendy and Ira, for always encouraging me to do my best, listening to my rants about endless homework and tests, giving me advice, supporting me at my events, buying supplies for my projects, and providing endless rides to and from the school. Now, as we close one door and open another, I wish you all the best of luck, and congratulations to the Spotswood High School class of 2021.
Thank you, Allison. Members of the Board of Education, administration and staff, parents, family, and friends. The students seated before you, the 44th graduating class in Spotswood High School's history, have met all of the requirements set forth by the state of New Jersey and the Spotswood Board of Education. They have not only distinguished themselves in the areas of academics, arts, athletics, and service, but have also imprinted their singular mark on our school and community and leave a legacy that will last for years to come. At this time, we'll present each of our graduates with their Spotswood High School diploma. Parents, we respectfully request that you stay seated during the announcement of diplomas and refrain from approaching the stage. We have a wonderful photographer that will be taking pictures of each of our graduates. In keeping with our school tradition, each graduate will be announced by their class advisors. Ms. Myers will be introducing our graduates this evening, but we would be remiss if we did not acknowledge her co-advisor, Ms. Roca, who was unable to be with us. Thank you to both Ms. Myers and Ms. Roca for walking alongside these students during their journey. First row.
All right. Class of 2021, Ms. Roca and I are so proud of you. Are you ready, everybody? Almost, we're here. To begin, we have our class president, Grace Parlitzis. Chloe Michaela Donnellan. Chloe is our valedictorian of the class of 2021. Allison Paige Schulman, our salutatorian. Our class vice president, Lindsay Michaels. Lindsay's diploma is being presented by her parents, Jeff and Rima Michaels. Mr. and Mrs. Michaels are both teachers at Spotswood High School. Winter Rain Schreck. Liam Barlow. Zachary Weiner. Taher Afini. Ivan Jose Aguirre. Lily I. Albrecht. Mikel Alcazar Martinez. Robert Philip Alonji III. Nicholas Caesar Amaral. Hannah Lee Arthur. Olatimiwa Babalola. Jacob Nathaniel Babel. Zachary James Bernstein. Matthew Patrick Bitar. Ruba Bumansor. Lexi Rose Brown. Taylor E. Brown. Danielle Marie Can. Anna Lily Cipolla. Yep, they said he's not there. Oh, Hannah Brumman? Yeah. Okay. Go ahead. You can go ahead. Hannah Nicole Brummond. Apologize. Of course you. Now, Colin. There we go. We're going to wait for a second. Miss Myers needs bifocals. She's 50. And I only watched one Star Wars, just the first one, at 6. And Darth Vader's scary. All right, here we go. Hannah Nicole Brummond. There we go. Colin Michael Byrne. Erica Lynn Coelho. Tyler Jonathan Croup. Okay. She should be the next one in line. Erica Coelho. Yeah, and then Tyler Croup. That's not me this time. That's not me this time. Okay, here we go. There we go. All right, now everybody's getting everything straight. Okay, I will. Croup, Hannah Brumman. Okay. This did not happen yesterday, just to let you know. Okay. All right, here we go. Okay. Good. Evelyn Rose Curtis. Maya Renee D'Angelo. Joseph Anthony DePalma. Dylan Angelo De Simone. Tyler Joseph Demitzak. Tyler R. Donovan. Shane Patrick Dwyer. Take your time, slow it down. Michael Erisman. Jonathan Ejikama. Waleed El Halaka. I did it. Caden Jace Esser. Luke Evanego. Alexis Faust. Madison Faust. Jada Fenner. Benjamin Asher Freed. Matthew Kyle Frobosilo. Alexandra Gabriel. Francesca Genthy. Nicholas Gerasi. Caden Geoffrey. Lucas Alejandro Giorgi. Aaliyah Gonzalez. Lexi M. Gore. Sunny P. Goswami. Yash Goswami. Jason Thomas Grover. Laisha Guzman. Harrison Hallerman. Ryan Thomas Harmon. George Hayford. Sean Patrick Henry. Lisette Hernandez. Anaya Hoffman. Jessica Erin Hook. Sudais Ikram. Congratulations. Suleiman Imam. Tyler Michael Jennings. Abigail Catherine Johnson. Great job, Abby. Joseph Anthony Cardos. Jake Koch. Way to go, Jake. I'm ready. Rostislav Korinovsky. Ashley Josephine Krefsky. Michael Kraychek. Yay, Michael. Take your time. Be careful. You good? Good boy. Get your picture. Yay, Michael. Okay, that got me. That got me. All right, here we go. Other other side, Adrian Gabriel Lamberti. Benjamin Mark Leiby. Connor Lennon. James J. Lentino. Tyler J. Lewandowski. Katie Madison Lofell. Class Treasurer Shannon Longmore. Vincent Robert Maldonado. George N. Maracus. Samantha Victoria Martinez. Julia Mary Masucci. Kayleen Alexi Medina. Kylie Medina. Stephen D. Malillo. Amanda Mendez. Nicholas Adam Modica. Cassandria Marcos. I did it. There you go. Lauren Elizabeth Murvey. Jake Ryan Nelson. Robert J. Oros. Kylie Michelle Ott. Matthew Patrick Pardo. Anuj Patel. Stop making me laugh. Alfonso David Penna. Lindsay Ann Pepe. Angel F. Perez. Catherine Mary Peter. Fung. Damaris Prado. Jason Prash. Justin Prash. Class Secretary and Social Media Chair, Damos Skylar Prevel. Jaden A. Purvis. Ayman Ramadan Jr. Adriana Ramos. Hannah Jane Reimer. Samuel Rios Jr. Talia Amelia Rivas. Ricardo Benjamin Rodriguez. Nico Roche. Gabriel L. Rosario. We're celebratory, aren't we? Aureliano Rubio. Diana Morgan Rasinski. Muaz Sadiq. Carla Salib. Valentina Antoinette Saracino. Emma Severise. Jonathan Steven Scardufa. Jason Lewis Schwartz. Jason's diploma is being presented to him by his father, Joe Schwartz. Mr. Schwartz is a teacher at Spotswood High School. Marie Elizabeth Silwanis. Ryan Olson Cinco. Brianna Morgan Sokolowski. Joseph Alex Stankowitz. Max Andrew Swiderski. Haley N. Zako. Luke Gregory Thorney. Autumn Thompson. Caitlin Alyssa Todd. Shannon Toth. Shay Trush. Amanda Nicole Velasco. Sophia B. Vieira. Nicholas Joseph Vitale. Robert G. Worley III. Rain Ashley Wiener. Maya Elizabeth Wesson. Kira Marie White. Timothy Robert Yarnell. Rupa Ragunoth Zimkis. And Nicholas Joseph Zabricki.
To our Board of Education, Mr. Peabody, Dr. Brown, parents, alumni, and community, I present to you the Spotswood High School class of 2021. Before we begin the final part of our ceremony, I want to make one quick announcement. As I'm sure you may know, there was an accident outside. When you leave tonight, please direct your cars to turn left onto Summerhill Road or use Jackson Street at the back of the high school to get out in a timely fashion. So please just be aware of that. If for some reason, and this is very 2021 with the year that we have had, if for some reason this accident results in us losing power, we will continue with our ceremony like nothing has happened because these kids deserve it. So. All right. Although it is trite, there is truth to the African proverb, it takes a village to raise a child. Over time, I've heard several variations on this theme, and my favorite comes from Uganda, where they say, a child does not grow up in a single home. Nowhere is this more true than in this school community. Since kindergarten, these children have nurtured friendships and supported one another. While each of our graduates have parents and guardians who are undoubtedly present this evening, in actuality, they have grown up in many homes and with many parents who love them as their own. Many of these figurative parents in our villages helped to make tonight possible in these most extenuating of circumstances. I'd like to thank Mr. Peabody and the Board of Education, our Director of School Security, Mr. Mastroserio, Kevin Palmer and Jose Rivera from the Spotswood and Helmetta Offices of Emergency Management, Chief Zero and the Spotswood Police Department for your assistance in the planning and execution of this event, and the Project Senior Week Parent Committee for providing the photographer, the beautiful decorations, the masks, and water for all of our attendees. To everyone who contributed, I know I speak for the whole Spotswood High School community when I say thank you for making this event possible for our graduates. We have one final speaker for you this evening. I've always felt that graduation is the students' event, as it represents the culmination of their hard work and dedication. So in that spirit, please welcome the senior class president, Miss Grace Parlitsis.
Welcome, class of 2021 and all of our family and friends. Thank you all for endless support and love during these past 4 years, and thank you for being here today. Before I gush, I also want to give an extreme thank you to Project Senior Week. I truthfully do not believe we would have had as amazing as a senior year as we were able to have without all the time and effort you guys spent on us. Thank you from all of us. Now, all I can really say is that I have so much to say. I want to talk about all of the track meets, the late night study sessions, the soccer games, the homecoming dances, the teachers, the noises in the hallways, the way Mr. Curto still gave work on the second to last day of school, and the way that we have to leave this school we call home. While there is no way to explain how we are all going to move on, I believe our stories can save us. This year, Raz had us seniors really evaluate what we consider our stories, reading the things they carried. For our first assignment, we were asked to think about the things we carry with us every day. Phones, water bottles, backpacks, and AirPods were all very high on our lists, but we all quickly realized just how much we also carried the weight of figuring out who we are. So as I go and attempt to learn outside of the Spotswood bubble, I trust that every single one of my peers will make a mark on the world as the people Spotswood High School raised them to be. And now, before I close for this evening and attempt to make my mom cry even more than she already has, love you, Ma, I want to ask my class to make today a story to tell everyone they meet. I want you to celebrate getting through 4 draining years of school and going into tomorrow knowing just how much you have accomplished. After all, you can make it a great day or not. The choice is yours. Our graduation ceremony is now coming to a close. As we end with some final traditions, I would like to remind everyone that at the conclusion of the ceremony, please allow the graduates time to recess out of the gym. You can meet your graduate in the media center, cafetorium, or the vestibule outside the gymnasium. Thank you. Tradition has it that the moving of the graduation tassel marks a student journey through academia. At the start of tonight's ceremony, your tassel was on the right side, signifying your time as a student. At this time, please join me in moving your tassel to the left, confirming your newfound status as a graduate of Spotswood High School. One of our homegrown traditions is for the seniors to ride the roller coaster together one last time. At this time, I would like to invite Liam Barlow and Zachary Weiner, the biggest mama's boys of Spotswood High School, to the stage to lead the cheer. Immediately following and on our count, throw your cap into the air in celebration of our class.